Hi, welcome to Easy Rider. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to give you an update. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, those of you who've been here before, you know what to do, but for somebody just coming in, if you like my video, please like by hitting the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any, and the notification bell so you won't miss any new ones that I put up. Share with your friends, family, co-workers, anybody you want to share it with. And also, if you can't finish watching the video for whatever reason, if you could take that slider down at the bottom of the video and slide it all the way over to the right, I'd appreciate it. It doesn't give me any more watch hours, but YouTube, if you just come in and then go off or shut down your browser, YouTube punishes us for that. So please do that. Thanks a lot. Okay, I just want to let you know how I'm doing. I'm actually doing a lot better. I went to the ortho doc yesterday. They took some more x-rays. And he asked me when I'd broken this collarbone before. And I said, I've never broken it. And he said, well, it sure looks like you have. There's evidence of another break. The bone is bent or curved. That's what he said. Curved up in at an odd angle, and there's evidence of a healed break. But I don't ever remember breaking it. Maybe when I was a kid sometime. I know when I was a kid, I did not want to go to the doctors, but I would think that I would remember this pain, though, but I don't remember. Anyway, he said it looks like it's doing all right, and they're going to leave me in this sling for 3 more weeks. Then I'll come back, and they'll take some more x-rays, and depending on what that shows, they'll decide where to go from there. Hopefully, they won't decide I need surgery, because I'm sure by then the bones will have started to heal. But if they didn't heal right and they want to do surgery, then they're going to have to break them again. I hope they don't have to do that. Anyway, let's hope for the best. I want to get to something else. Desert Mofo nominated me for what's called the 3x3 challenge. And he said he did some research on it, and it's kind of morphed into something different than it originally was. He said originally it was to tell y'all 3 things about yourself that people wouldn't normally know, and then nominate 3 people to continue on the challenge. And he said what's happening now is it's three things that have affected your riding during this pandemic thing. And he decided to do it both ways. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it both ways too. 3 things that people wouldn't normally know about me. Let me pull off the road here. I don't really want to drive while I read my notes like I did on my shout outs. That probably wasn't a good thing to do. Then 3 things about myself that others wouldn't normally know. Okay, well, I've told a lot of people about a lot of things, but I suppose one thing about myself that people wouldn't normally know is that I'm a Navy brat. My dad was a career hospital corpsman in the United States Navy, and we traveled around, went to several places in Asia, lived on both coasts of the United States, just in one place on the East Coast, Bethesda, Maryland. Lived in San Diego and just outside of Seattle, Washington, in a little town called Edmonds, which now you'd never know it was just outside the city, because the only thing that tells you went from one city to another is a sign that says, "Welcome to Edmonds." It's all built up. It was all horse property and forest when I lived there. And we lived in Alaska. In fact, that's where I learned how to ride, was in Alaska. And let's see, another thing that people wouldn't normally know about me is I'm kind of a germaphobe anyway. I'm not afraid to go out in public or anything like that, and I still want to do things under this pandemic like nothing was going on, other than taking some reasonable precautions. But I don't stay home isolated. But I've always been a bit of a germaphobe. I wash my hands all the time. And my mom and my wife both have always said that I have some sort of fixation with washing my hands, but I just wash them because I don't like the feel when something gets on them, and I like to make sure that they're clean. That's why I didn't make a good mechanic, probably, because they got dirty. And the third thing that most people wouldn't know about me is this is not the first traumatic injury that I've had that I've known about. I fractured my skull when I was 21 months old, although I have no recollection of it. But that happened, and my mom and dad said that I almost died, but I didn't. I'm here, thank God. So, but anyway, that's three things that people wouldn't normally know about me. Well, I can tell you how COVID or the pandemic has affected my writing. It hasn't affected it all that much. What it has done is it means that I'm either eating at a more expensive sit-down restaurant or just waiting till I get home to eat, because most of the fast food places, their dining rooms aren't open. And another way it's affected me, my writing, is I was hoping to get my endurance up to ride long enough that my wife and I could go on a couple of trips, overnighters, or 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever. Well, nah, we're not going to do that, because I don't trust staying in the motel rooms. I've known people that cleaned them, and they said they don't give you enough time to clean them anyway. 10 minutes or 15 minutes a room. Let me tilt that down just a bit. So they were never that clean anyway, so I doubt that they're clean enough to kill any viruses that are in there. So that's number 2. And the third way that it's affected me is other places that I wanted to ride to see are still not open. Like I wanted to go to Montezuma's Well last month, and they weren't open, so I couldn't go there. For the 3 channels that I'm going to nominate to take on this challenge, and I'm going to put links to these 3 channels in my description, so you guys can, this will almost be like a shout out for them. You can go check them out if you don't already watch them. First one, John's Moto Garage. He's in Chandler, Arizona. He also has a second channel called John's Stunt Garage. And I'll put both of those links in there. He buys and sells a lot of bikes and rides them around and evaluates them on his terms, not with any certified checklist, but from his point of view as a rider, as an owner, and tells you about them. He also practices some stunt type things. That's what he's got the new channel for, is mainly to do that. But he's got some of that on the other channel. Wheelies, burnouts. I don't think I've ever seen him do any jumps. He might, though. Things like that. He's a real nice guy. Anyway, I'm nominating him to do this 3x3 challenge. And I'm also going to nominate Chip Seal. And by golly, I don't remember where he's at, and I don't remember what kind of bike he rides, and I didn't write it down. I'm such an idiot, but anyway, I know I like his channel. He does have some nice rides, I know that. I just can't tell you what they are because I don't remember. And then the third one I'm going to nominate is Joy on a Bike. I believe she's in Texas, and Joy, I'm sorry if that's not where you're at, but I'm pretty sure that's where you're at. And she has a Royal Enfield and a Buell Blast, I think it is. And she's a lady biker. So anyway, John's Moto Garage, Chip Seal, Joy on a Bike, I nominate you to do the 3x3 challenge. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't miss watching their response to my challenge. Catch you on the next one. And as soon as I get better and start riding, you'll know about that too.